Hi creative friends! In this video I'm going to show you how I painted this autumn themed harvest wreath. Make sure to grab your supplies. Using my Holbein Artist watercolors, I'm using a round size 6 brush. I've got my Caran d'Ache Pablo colored pencils, as well as the Neocolor wax pastels from Caran d'Ache. First, I'm going to use a old washi tape. I'm almost done with this roll. I'm going to place it kind of at the center. I'm not too picky about these kinds of things. And I'm going to only trace about 3/4 of the circle. And that's because my wreath is going to only be a 3/4 wreath. I'm not going to do the whole circle. Make sure to sketch this really lightly. And if you have a kneaded eraser, go ahead and use that to just remove a little bit more of the graphite. Now you should be able to see only just a faint pencil line. I'm gonna have a couple different elements on my wreath, but I'm gonna start with some like big roses, like right about here. Now I made my circle really small because I'm going to be painting all along the outside of it. So I'm not going to start my rose like right here, but I'm going to start it like out here so that I can make it a little bit bigger. If you want to know how I paint my roses, make sure to check out this video linked above. I'm going to use very typical, autumn or fall themed colors. So like very warm colors, red, orange, yellow, mustard, things like that. But I'm also making sure to use like the warm tones in my colors too. So instead of using a cool red, I'm using a warmer red just so that, yeah, everything like harmonizes well together. All right, I'm gonna let this side dry a little bit. I'm gonna use my colored pencils and my Neocolors to draw some like wheat and grains, things like that. So sometimes if I don't know what the color is gonna look like, I'll kind of do some tests. Yeah, so I'm thinking of something like this. And if you have something like that, then you can use your brush with a little bit of water, just kind of fade out some of that. That way it kind of looks a little bit more wispy, but I don't love this color. So let me see if there are any other colors I can use. There's this color, it's a little bit too dark. This one might be too light. Yeah, maybe I'll stick with that. I'm gonna have it coming like in all areas. I just really like how the texture, because of the texture of the paper, just really shows through. I love how just like wispy this looks. It's giving exactly what I wanted to give. Yeah, so I love that I can see the texture of the paper, but have that watercolor effect too. I'm gonna do the same on this side. Make sure that your watercolor brush is not too wet, because if it's too globby, you're gonna get like puddles of water on your painting, and we don't want that. So you want to just softly wet the dry media and then just kind of gently, like push it out. I think I'm going to use my colored pencil to kind of layer some more wheat, but this time I want to make sure that it pairs well with the existing one. So there's that one. This one might be a little bit too green. And yeah, it says green ochre. Yeah, not that one. I do have a couple other brownish colors. This one's brown ochre. It's a little too dark. And this one is probably too light. It's just cream. Yeah, that barely shows up. I mean, I can use it as like a highlight or something, but you know what? I think this color is the best. So this is light ochre. So again, I'm gonna do the kind of the similar thing, but this time I'm going to do the wheat like right here at the ends. So it's just a long stem and then just at the ends. And it's just to layer like on top of this wreath. And these color pencils are not water soluble, so I'm just gonna leave it as is. This needs a little bit more color, so I'm just gonna layer a little bit of the Neo pastels just right on top of these roses. I like that. I'm going to add the lightest touches of like a chromium oxide green that I can. So again, I want to make sure that my color palette works out really well. So I just want it to be like really faint, maybe even lighter than that. Yeah, just really light. I'm just going to have my leaves just kind of peeking out from the roses. Yeah, just a little bit of like contrasting color to just add some more like interest to this painting. And then now I'm gonna add some berries. I'm gonna use this burnt sienna color to just add some branches and then fill in even more, but then to also now close up this wreath shape. So make sure to also kind of like layer wherever you can. All right, so I have 5 of those. I'm gonna use this scarlet color to draw in my berries. Make sure to have them like different sizes. I'm just being kind of like very random. You know, sometimes I'm placing them right at the edges. Some I'm spacing like on the branch. All right, it's looking pretty good. I'm just gonna fill in with a little bit more leaves like here and there, just to kind of differentiate between these two harvest pieces. So I'm gonna go back to that green and just add really tiny leaves. Just kind of layering here and there, just to kind of give the illusion that this is a very, very full wreath. There's a lot of layers, a lot of depth. I think this is pretty good. And the areas where you use the neo pastels, I mean, if you want to soften them a little bit more, you know, go for it. But again, I kind of like how the texture is kind of showing through. I also want to just try kind of wetting some of these berries and just seeing what it looks like. Maybe give them like a little bit of a halo. Ooh, I like that. Like I'm not wetting all of it. Like I want some of that, you know, crayon texture to show through. But then I'm also adding just a little bit, you know, like outside of the colored area so that it kind of has like a little halo. It's very pretty. And again, my brush is just damp. Like it's not very wet at all. Just the slightest texture. I really like how this turned out. I think I'm going to thicken that branch just a little bit. I feel like it's kind of getting lost. Just kind of thickening it. And then darkening the color while I'm at it too. And that's it, my creative friends. What do you think of this autumn-inspired harvest wreath? If you follow the tutorial and share on social media, please tag me at AudreyRawDesign and use the hashtag PaintWithAudrey. I can't wait to see your work. Please subscribe to my channel, like this video, and let me know in the comments, you know, what you'd like to see me paint next. Fall is just around the corner. I'm so excited. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you guys next time.